Welcome to the garden. Today we're going to be treating a pest called a mealybug. These often affect succulents and other houseplants, and they're a little soft-bodied scale insect that sap the fluid from your plants as they secrete this white, cottony substance. But luckily they're fairly easy to treat and can actually just be brushed away with a Q-tip or a cloth. And we're just going to rub them wherever we see that white, cottony substance. And the actual insect is a little gray bug. Sometimes they'll have little, what look like legs on there and antenna. Ooh, looks like we got a big nest of it there. They use this as a defense, and some species will lay their eggs in there too. And that's why they get the name Mealybug. It looks a bit like ground grains, like cornmeal. They often find just the growing point of the plant and tend to attack that area. So again, we'll try to treat this one organically by just brushing them away. You can see it actually works pretty well. Trying to be fairly gentle so we don't break a leaf. But if we do break a leaf, we can propagate that, and it can regrow a brand new plant for us. Here's a little leaf right down here, which has got new roots and a new sprout already. That probably got about 90% of them, at least the ones we can see. So to get the rest, we're going to hit them with a spray bottle. We'll adjust the nozzle so it sprays a nice fine, strong mist. Just the force of the water should be enough to either kill the insect or at least spray them off of the plant. And this is how we're going to treat the rest of these plants. You could use neem oil or a soap mixture or even isopropyl alcohol. I would probably dilute this a little bit with water just for the safety of the plant. But we'll try this on a different scale insect. This is our mini kalanchoe. And you can see it's absolutely covered with these little brown scale insects. And those have a little bit harder bodies, almost like a shell, but they can still be treated by just wiping them away with a Q-tip. It's going to take a little bit more effort, but you can see we can wipe them away. I use this same spray technique just on a larger scale with a garden hose for aphids, but these other scale insects are a little bit too tough. I could sit here and spray all day and they're not going to go anywhere. But I want to try to treat a few of these with a little bit of diluted isopropyl alcohol. Most sources recommended about a 70% solution, and this is 91, so we're going to dilute it just a little bit. So we've got that diluted with a little bit of water. And I'm just going to use a fresh Q-tip, but you could actually load this into a spray bottle and treat your plants that way. So on these ones, I'm just going to apply it and let it sit for a little bit. It's now been a couple days since we've applied our alcohol, and the plant looks perfectly fine. Some of the insects are still here, so I'm going to try to use a spray bottle this time. I already have some water in here that we'll use to dilute our alcohol. I don't want to overdo it because I don't want to saturate the soil with alcohol. We just want to cover the leaves. It's been a couple more days, and it looks like most of the bugs are actually still there. So this particular type of scale insect might just be so tough that the alcohol doesn't kill them all. And that's fine. We might need to do a couple treatments. But the good news is that alcohol does not hurt your plants. But as a quick treatment for mealybugs, just wiping them away with a Q-tip and then spraying them with a spray bottle seems to do the trick. And we may need to do this a few times, but it looks like our pest problems are over for the time being. So if you see mealybugs or scale insects on your succulents, I hope you try out these methods in your garden. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.